Welcome back to another 2021 Player Outlook presented by RotoHeat.com. This time we're talking Gus Edwards, running back, Baltimore Ravens. And we'd appreciate it if you hit that like, the subscribe, and then even the notification icon if you'd be so kind. Shows YouTube how much you love us. With that being said, let's get to it. All right, so we're reviewing Edwards post Dobbins injury. So this is a fresh take on where we think Edwards will be. Of the guys that looked into him, we think he's going to finish somewhere between RB 18 and 24. Two are buying, one's holding, 3 are selling, and we think his ADP is going to be very similar in a year because, well, Dobbins will be back. The injury isn't career ending, it's just season ending. We definitely think he's going to be weekly starter production in 2021. Now, the ADP-wise is going to be pre-Dobbins injury, so the redraft ADP of RB, 34 and Superflex Dynasty ADP over on RotoHeat.com of RB 44 obviously will be slightly adjusted, at least from the redraft perspective. Dynasty perspective is very similar. As a Dynasty player, Edwards gives you depth value for sure, but up until this Dobbins injury, it was very capped, somewhere between, 600 and 800, 900 type yards and such on. So from a Dynasty perspective, things don't necessarily change that much, but definitely check out RotoHeat.com and keep up to date on the rankings. When you look at a guy like Edwards, he's continued to give you nice production, somewhere between 700 and 900 yards rushing. He gets you somewhere between, 6, like 2 to 6 touchdowns. I mean, so he's not a fantasy stud, but not a guy that is going to really hurt you either if he's a depth piece that you're using in a pinch. So Edwards is definitely an intriguing prospect to see fill in the role as the number one on this team now that he's going to have to be, at least for the season. Baltimore is a team that loves to run. They're a team that focuses on controlling the clock with all that running goodness. When you look at this team, they had 555 rushing attempts last year. I mean, that's an insane amount, and actually Edwards out-carried Dobbins. Edwards had 144 where Dobbins only had, 10 less, 134. And then Lamar led the team with 159. So with an injury like this, you're probably going to see an uptick in carries for Edwards. Give him somewhere in the 160 to 200 type carry range. And then they're going to get other backs involved. Tyson Williams, Justice Hill, whoever the other running back is that they potentially bring in, because you never know with cut downs and the way the rosters are being finished and constructed and being built for next week's week 1, they could easily bring in somebody, and I would not be surprised. But they are confident that Edwards can step in and be the man for them. The other question is, can he handle the workload? Can he give you a full, extra plus an extra game this year? It'll be interesting to see what happens. Tell me, I want to know in the comments below. Let's keep talking about Edwards. Do you think he finishes as a high-end RB2 like we think this year? Let me know in the comments below. We thank you guys as always. We'll talk to you again next time.